Hi, this is Dr. Emily Kubat from InspireLifePT.com. Today we're going to be going over some decongestive exercises, which are exercises that you can do if you have lymphedema. It'll be important that you complete them with either a compression sleeve or gauntlet on, or your compression bandages if you're going through complete decongestive therapy at the moment. So what is important about these exercises is that the circulatory system has your heart to pump the blood around, but your lymph system actually doesn't have a pump. So when our muscles and joints move around, that is the pump that moves the lymphatic fluid around. So it's important to be exercising and moving around. I tell my patients when they're wrapped up to try to move around as normally as possible. It's definitely a little more challenging with the bandages on, but still just as important. Those bandages will kind of help create a little bit of movement on the skin and act like a little massage while you're moving around. So the exercises that we'll go over today are not necessarily exhaustive. They don't have to be exactly the same exercises that you do, and your therapist might actually have some different exercises. It's all patient specific. Just matters that you're doing some exercise with your arms. So if some of these are too difficult for you or too easy for you, you can change and add some of these exercises. But I just put together a simple exercise routine that you can do once to twice a day, and we'll go ahead and get started. So each of the exercises you can do about 10 times each. I'm just going to do them a few times so you can kind of see what they're like, and then I'll go on to the next exercise. So we'll do the whole thing and then we'll actually do it in reverse. So the first thing you will start with is your diaphragmatic breathing. So we've talked about this before. You can put a little bit of pressure on your stomach to give your trunk area a little bit of back pressure. You have a lot of lymph nodes in your trunk area. So getting those stimulated to get everything flowing is a good idea to start with. So we'll go ahead and take some deep breaths. And you really want to make your belly as full as you can. And you can go ahead and do that nice and slowly 10 times. And you want to make sure you sit with good posture while you're doing your exercises, shoulders back and your head upright. So the first thing we're going to do is just rotate side to side. And you can just do this nice and slow. And again, you can repeat 10 times. I'm going to do it a little bit shortened for this video. Then you can neck to the side. Try to bring your ear towards your shoulder. And then we'll roll your shoulders. You have a lot of lymph nodes in your neck and shoulder area, so it's important to get those moving around. Okay, and then you can take your arms out and kind of bring them back here, do like a row. Make sure you're bringing your shoulder blades together when you're coming back, sticking that chest out. And then we can do what's called climbing the ladder. You can bring your arms up and down. Again, some of these are going to be a little more challenging if you have a whole compression bandage on, but just do what you can. The most movement that you can get is going to be helpful here. Okay, and then the next one, elbow flexion. And again, you can do these on both sides. Helps get the lymph flowing even in the unaffected side so that it can hopefully take some of that extra fluid from your affected side. So elbow flexion, and then you can rotate those wrists. This one is a lot more challenging if you have a compression bandage on, but just do what you can. And then you can go ahead and do your finger flexion. Really get that movement there, and you'll feel the movement in your forearms as well of those muscles moving. And then you can go ahead and do them in reverse order. So flex those wrists. Bend the elbows, climb the ladder, do your rows, really bring those shoulder blades together, roll the shoulders, neck side to side, and then rotating. And then go back to your breathing. So, pretty easy sequence, and you can, doing 10 obviously of each is optimal, but if you don't have that much time, just do a few of each. Doing the sequence and just making sure you're moving is the most important part. So make sure you're following me for more videos on YouTube, Facebook, and InspireLifePT.com. Thanks.